Alrighty, okay, so I want you to take a second to think about like all the things you're worried and stressing over at the given moment. I'm sure a ton of stuff is popping in your head, like the midterm you might have this week, or maybe an interview you have for a break. And all of these kind of cultivate negative emotions, which has a negative effect on your mind and your body. So although that there are factors that prevent having a positive mindset, it is significant to become more positive because it helps you to build resources to deal with daily life. And one can cultivate positivity through various ways, including shifting your expectations and a specific exercise called the gratitude exercise. So through previous research that I conducted in high school, I found that negative emotions have a negative effect on the mind and body, while positive emotions have the total opposite effect. So that's why I think that this subject is so important. I know that many kids around our age and all ages tend to experience negative emotions in various forms, like stresses that you can find in contemporary society, that it's been increasingly difficult to focus on the positive just because of social media, like you were talking about before, and other anxieties that you can find in various places like school and at home too. However, it has great importance that you can cultivate positivity in today's world to counteract this negativity. So obviously you want to get a job after college, right, and be successful. I was watching a speech performed by Sean Acker. He's a positive psychologist, and he stated that 75% of job successes are predicted by your optimism levels and social support, and the way that you look at stress as like a challenge rather than a threat. So it's important to be positive in the present. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. So before I talk about ways to cultivate positivity, I think it's important to talk about one of the main benefits. So, and this relates directly to you. Being a more positive person can help you to broaden your thought process and your mind, which will in turn help you to become better at building resources like resilience to go on your daily life and like go against different stressors and stuff. And this can also help you to cultivate new ideas and goals to accomplish in the future. So this theory was brought about by a woman, a positive psychologist named Barbara Fredrickson. And what she did, her and her students, she did an experiment where they had one group that was shown like negative videos and one other group that was shown positive videos. And the outcome of this was that the group that was shown the positive videos had kind of like a broader view and got like the big picture from the video, rather than the negative group that like didn't really get any beneficial effect. So I thought that this was really cool and important just because it really showed that being in like a positive environment and cultivating positive emotions can really have a good effect and broaden your thought process. So now I would like to tell you how you can cultivate some positive emotions. So a positive psychologist, her name is Sonja Lyman-Bomirski. That's kind of a funny name, I like saying it. She said that the key to happiness lies in behavior. So through daily intentional activities, you can change the way like you're positive, like become more positive and have a more positive mindset. So last year I interviewed a doctor in my hometown. Her name's Dr. Wright, and she told me that a shift in expectations is what will help to increase positivity. She also said that like she found that in people who are depressed and sad and have anxiety, that it's more of like a cycle that they can't get out of. But if they shift their expectations, they can become more positive. So it's like, for me, it's like, Dr. Wright also told me, if you expect to do poorly or do bad in something, you tend to do so. But then if you expect to do well and to have like fun or whatever, you also tend to do so, which I can find in my daily life as well, like with goals and everything like that. But besides shifting your expectations, there's a specific exercise that you can perform to increase your positivity. It's called the gratitude exercise. So this involves writing down 3 things every day that you're grateful for. And there were 2 positive psychologists, their names were Emmons and McCullough, and they conducted an experiment where they had 2 different groups. One group wrote down every day 3 things, like 3 negative events that happened, like different stresses, hassles, whatever it may be. And then the other group wrote down things that they were grateful for. And the result was that the people who wrote down the positive events, they were more positive in the end and happier, and they had an overall better well-being, which was really interesting and cool because it shows that even a simple exercise like that takes probably like a minute and a half can really have a positive effect on your life. So what do I hope for you to take from this speech? Well, I hope that you see that positivity helps to build various resources in your life that is really important, and it helps to broaden your mind and thought process, which will help you in your future. Although there are many factors that prevent having a positive mindset, it is significant to become more positive because it helps you to build resources to deal with daily life, and one can cultivate positivity through various actions, including shifting your expectations and the gratitude exercise. I hope that you've taken something from this speech, and that after you can go out and try to shift any negative emotions to positive ones, to positive attitudes. Even if you're already positive, which you seem pretty positive, it's important that you can still like increase your positivity. I know that everyone has different anxieties and stressors in their life. However, everyone should try to shift into a positive mindset so that they can build the different resources they need to deal with daily life events and stressors and help to shape their future into a positive one.